I'm Dave England. I want to tell you this story. It's kind of a party story. We had worked really hard and partied really hard making Jackass 1. We get a call saying that Paramount was so impressed with the footage that we turned in, they found it in their hearts to give us another $1 million to film a Hollywood ending. Yeah, they sold us on the idea. They were gonna do us all up in makeup and as old men. No crazy stunts for us, just a couple days worth of work. They sent a 15-passenger van to pick up myself, Bam, Ryan, Steve-O, and Johnny Knoxville. The driver was a 22-year-old kid, just fresh into the LA scene. Super nice guy, like one of those guys that, just, you're like, oh, this kid's cool, man. I hope it works out for him. It was about an hour's drive from LA to the location. Somehow I secured shotgun position and got my iPod into the stereo, and then we picked up Steve-O. Steve-O now and Steve-O then were polar opposites. Now he's completely sober. We call him Sobro. Back then he was Wasted-O. We didn't call him that, but that's what he was. We picked him up at his apartment. He comes flying out of there, just coked the up. He gets in that van, and the first thing I thought of was, I have my iPod. That's a lot of power right now. If I put on the right song, I could get things going in this van. I scroll through. Live Wire by Motley Crue. Play. It was like a pinball bouncing around. Back of the van, front of the van, all over, bang, 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 ripping things as he goes, like clawing at seat cushions, and they're like pulling off. At first everyone's like, hey dude, slow down. And then it kind of became fun, and then, all of a sudden I see Bam starting to rip at stuff, and then Ryan's ripping at stuff. I'm gonna have to say, Johnny Knoxville just sat in the back. He got deeper in his seat as this went on, because he's got a lot more responsibility than the rest of us. Ryan ripped the side panel out of the van, found the Freon that feeds the AC. He rips that thing open, just an evil hiss. And then the whole van just fills with smoke, steamy, and the guy can't see anything driving. He's like, hey, you guys, he's trying to roll the window down. You guys, stop. Right, I gotta pull over if you keep doing this. Stop. At that point, I think almost everyone was peeing when he was saying that. Like just pissing all in the van, kicking, like donkey kicking the windows out, like just, I couldn't imagine what that would look like from, if you're like driving alongside it, you're like, oh, they're smoking a lot of marijuana, look at all that smoke. Boom, a window just breaks out. Is he peeing? And then Steve-O just launches up and just like a cat grabs a hold of the headliner of the van and just rips it down over the driver's head. And like it smashed his head, like knocked him into the steering wheel. He's got, a big ass van on the freeway and he swerved out 4 lanes, like, I'm serious, you guys, and like somehow we were there. All of a sudden we're there, like, oh, and like the van is just like this steamy mess. Everyone comes out, glass, and like, smashing beer balls. The way we parked was a lower parking lot where we parked and a higher parking lot above that. So Steve-O realized he can skateboard from the upper parking lot and smash right into the windshield. And he found that so fun, he did it 7 times at least. Every time he'd do it, he'd get more cut up. And finally, the last time he did it, his elbow hit first and just sliced the out of it. Just like a really deep, serious cut. He starts yelling, Ed the medic, Ed the medic. When you make a movie, you gotta have a guy there, they call it the on-set medic. And ours was Ed the medic that somehow materialized from the middle of Florida. I don't know if he was already one of Steve-O's friends, but man, did they ever bond if they weren't friends already. This guy just was itching to give you pills. He wanted to give you pills. He wanted to give everyone pills. Steve-O, he went screaming for, Ed the medic, come help me. And so Ed comes strolling over, eating a banana. You see that elbow? Just gushing blood, just so horrible. He takes the banana peel, applies it to the cut, and just rubs it to get the majority of blood off. Just got like a half an ounce of just the most horrific, disease-ridden blood. It was like a different color red than normal blood. It was Steve-O blood. And then Ed the medic chucks the banana peel. He hit that driver kid square in the face with a bloody banana peel. He quit right then. So we thought, we'd be getting in a little trouble for that. And then so we all went to sleep and had to get up real early for work. Stumble into the parking lot to get a ride to the location. Instead of just one driver, there's a whole mob of guys. They're pissed. We realized that they kind of were a mob, like in the real sense of the word. They were the Teamsters, and I love them. I'm sorry, I never knew, but apparently it was a Teamsters van, and he was the guy in front of the angry mob, and he was an old guy. He was in his 80s, and I think his name was Sonny, and he was pissed. He said, "You boys trashed my van. What do you got to say for yourselves?" And without hesitation, suddenly our spokesman, Bam Margera, just said, "F you, old man." That was it. And it left them in awe. And we got into our new shiny van and left. Coming to find out, it was that old man's personal van that he loaned us. I don't know why we need to get loaned a van. Why can't we just go goddamn rent a van like a normal movie-making company? No, we have to borrow old Sonny's van, the Teamster. Sonny the Teamster, can we borrow your van? We need to, like, cart around a bunch of dickbags and have no respect for anything. Oh, yeah, sure. We thought we were all good until they told us that we had to buy the van. It was $29,000. And we had to split it like 5 ways. And we never even got the actual van. That's the funny part. We gave him $29,000, but he didn't give us the van. I always wondered about that. Where's the van, Sonny?